Hello guys, today we will do the reading for Aquarius this month, July 2024. So let's start and let's see what you need to be prepared for in this month and what you will be dealing with. So there is absolutely something that is worrying you so much, like your thoughts, I don't know, maybe the situation that happened with you very, very long time ago, and you still cannot leave it, you cannot forget about it, and you still have this kind of insomnia, sleepless nights, and you keep thinking about it all night. And that's what's bothering you a lot. So here you really need to clarify your thoughts. You need to set your mindset and really trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings, trust the way you feel about any person, any situation, like anything what is happening in your life. You really have to trust your intuition and trust the way you feel, not really relying on your logical way of thinking or in analysis or whatsoever. Trust in the energy. If you meet someone, what is the feeling? What is the first feeling that you got when you first saw this person, or when you first talked to that person, or when someone proposed you something, let's say, I don't know, open a business together or starting a new project together or moving somewhere. What is your intuition? Like, how do you feel about that particular decision? How do you feel about that thing? What is that will what emotions you have when you think about it? So you really need to trust your emotions, your intuition, and rely on yourself only. So obviously there will be somebody here, like a man, maybe an older man, who is a water sign. So it's like Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Maybe one of those three zodiac signs. So the person will be with you, who will support you, who will help you with making this decision. Maybe it's your friend, your boyfriend, your father, your husband. It can be anyone, but this person will definitely be next to you. Or it could be that you are actually worrying, and the situation that you keep still thinking about is related to that person. So obviously there is many people who watch this video. It's in like a general video, in a general reading, but the energy will be the same for everybody here. So literally you need to stop abusing yourself, okay? Because by thinking and keep repeating the same scenario in your head over and over again, you are abusing yourself. And I know it's hard to do, because like me myself, I also do that. I keep thinking about the situations that happened 10 years ago, and I still think that, oh, I should have said that differently. It's like a human thing to do. We all do that, but it's abuse. We are the abusers to ourselves sometimes. There is absolutely not necessarily that you have like a person who is crossing your boundaries, or we let them do that. So sometimes it's not the other person's fault. Sometimes it's our fault that we let these people do that we let these people treat it this way. So you need to really work on yourself first before accusing another person of doing something. And by the thinking about the same situation all over and over again, because you keep thinking that, oh, I should have said that instead of that, or why did I do that? First of all, forgive yourself. Let yourself do mistakes. You are not perfect. You are a simple human being like everybody else, and it's okay to make mistakes. So no matter what you've done, no matter what you did, at least you realize that you made a mistake. So that's what important. So stop abusing yourself, okay, first, and life will change. You just need to realize that nobody's perfect, and nobody's gonna come and save you. Nobody's gonna come, and nobody actually cares. So really, you, by thinking and feeling pity for yourself, living in this victim mindset, you really abuse yourself. You are not helping yourself at all. And if you are not happy with your life now, then this is definitely a sign for you to change, and to that there are actually many ways to change, and there are many ways to help yourself in becoming the best version of yourself. You just need to first of all realize that you want, this is like the step number one, to realize that you've done a mistake, or to realize that you're not right, or to realize that this is not the life that you want. And when you have that understanding, when you process that, you start working on yourself. And it can happen, very for some people it can happen very easy and fast, and for some people it will be a bit more difficult. But I believe that you will do that because you can. And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you see, actually, you have a lot of balance here as well, because we have justice here, and it's like you will be able to make the decision right. So there is another person, water sign here, but here we have the King of Cups and here is the Queen of Cups. So again, it's a balance, because you have masculine and feminine energy at the same time, and here is the justice. So this is a very good thing to have, because I always talk about the balance in life and how important it is, or work and rest balance, or the balance in the relationship, so you're not crossing the other person's boundaries, so you're not too needy, and then it goes the same for another person, for your partner. Or what else can be in your work, in your health. Maybe you spend too much time on your phone, maybe you spend too much time, I don't know, like maybe you have addiction to sugar or to caffeine, so to anything. And this is all about balance. So it can be even in food, like I said, in the way you spend your time, in the way you just in life. Okay, so the balance is very important, and you can even sit down and write down where you spend your time the most. Like, what is this area of your life where you dedicate yourself the most? Is it work? Is it friends? Is it just being miserable in your room? What is this? Where do you see yourself, and where do you find yourself the most? And then you will need to balance that, because that's what is the most important here. We have a lot of balancing thing here. And like the harmony, when everything isn't on the right level, and there is not like you work from, I don't know, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., let's say. So you have the balance in your life. Okay, and also we have here the card of tradition, like when you go and you study something. So maybe you will want to go and start a new hobby, or let's say you are starting a new job, right, a new position, but you need to study a little bit more for that. So there is still something that you don't know, and you will have to go and learn that subject. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about your work, because it can be even about the relationship, right? So you've met a person and you want to study this person a little bit. Maybe you want to know what they like, what they do, what is their favorite food, and then you want to go and stalk him a little bit, for example. So this is just something where you dedicate yourself, your time into learning, into researching something. But it can be, in both ways, a negative and in a positive way as well. Now let's move on and let's pick another 3 cards here, and let's see what else you've got. Another Queen, the Magician. So we have here, new beginnings. And it's, actually this card represents you, because you're an air sign, right? So this is like your energy. But here is the Magician, and the Magician is like one of my favorite cards, because it literally just tells you that you are enough for everything, that you don't need anyone. You have literally all the resources, all the energy, everything that you need, everything that you want to reach that level of life where you want to be. So this is like when you are complete, when you don't need anybody else, when you are enough for whatever you do. So you want to reach the particular level of your life, like in finances, let's say. You are capable of doing that. You have everything that you need, whether you have time, you have brains, I don't know, that you are smart, you are intelligent, you are beautiful, you have the energy, you have everything to reach to that level of life that you want. And also again, we have the new beginnings here. It can be the idea, the thought that you have, and it's also, again, it's about studying. So you will really have a lot of time this month in July where you will spend it studying something, because there are three cards that shows that you will study something, that you will learn something and research. I don't even know what can it be about, but again, everyone will have a different thing. But you see, you have a lot of um, self development, I would say, and self work, because you can even spend this time learning and researching, and maybe you will dedicate it to self-care, to your shadow work, to healing yourself. But it's just some maybe you will find videos on YouTube where you will watch them and how to become such and such, like those thousands of videos that we have in YouTube. So really, I think it's great, because you just spend time on yourself first of all, and that is important as well. Because again, if we talk about balance here, then yeah, you need to spend a lot of time, or a little bit more time, in researching yourself and learning yourself and just finding yourself, really. Okay, and another three cards here. You have a lot of people, you know that? You have a lot of people. So, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, so you will not be alone for sure. However, you are, like I said, you are enough of everything for everything, but you still have friends around you, and you have a lot of energy here as well. And there is another queen here as well, but please remember that you are not in a competition with anyone, right? Because the Five of Wands, it represents the competition. So maybe you think that life is a competition, and that you need to prove somebody something, that you need to prove, like that person, or your friend or your parents, that you're worth. Like there is absolutely no one to prove anything. You don't own anyone anything, first of all. You don't have to prove anyone anything as well. So just relax and enjoy. Trust the process, trust the universe, and trust yourself. Believe in yourself as well. Maybe you have lack of self-esteem, but I don't think so. But please remember that there is no competition, and you don't have to compare yourself to anyone. I know it's hard. I know it's hard when you spend a lot of time, especially in social media, and you see these super productive people that, I don't know, spend the whole day on working on themselves and in the gym or whatever. But I think you realize that it's not like that, right? So anyway, do not compare yourself to anyone, right? Because people share the information on social media, they just want you to see and to know. They will not share how miserable they feel, or how whatever, through hard period they go through. So just remember that the only person that you have to compete with is you of yesterday, and that's it. The only person that you can prove something is you. And keep the pattern of keeping promises to yourself. So if you say, and if you tell to yourself that, okay, I'm gonna start drinking more water, then do that. Okay, because this is how you raise and how you build your self-confidence. Because if you tell yourself that, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then you're not going, then you will not respect yourself, and other people will not respect yourself as well. So again, if you say something to yourself that, okay, I'm gonna do that, then do that. And absolutely no excuses. Even if you will spend just 5 minutes of your time on that, it will be enough. So guys, that was your reading for July. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned some things from it. I hope that it was useful for you, and I will be very happy if you can subscribe to my channel, support my channel, because it's new. And I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.